Have you ever noticed a strange, urgent panic whenever something around you goes completely wrong? It is not just a minor irritation or a passing moment of frustration for you. You instantly absorb the heavy tension in the room and feel forced to resolve it. You fix broken appliances, failing relationships, and the deep emotional problems of other people. Society praises you as the reliable anchor, the mature problem solver who handles everything. But inside, this relentless responsibility feels less like a proud choice and more like a curse. You are running yourself entirely into the ground to fix things you never even broke. There's a profound psychological reason why this compulsive need to fix rules your life. Picture an ordinary Tuesday evening in a busy, modern office or a chaotic household. A sudden crisis explodes out of nowhere, catching everyone completely off guard and causing panic. People instantly look at each other with blank, helpless stares, totally paralyzed by the stress. Your heart rate immediately spikes, and your mind kicks into a hyper-focused survival mode. Without a single word of complaint, you step right into the chaotic fire to handle it. You organize the messy details, soothe the frayed tempers, and patch up the broken pieces. On the outside, you look like a brilliant, unshakable leader executing a perfect plan. On the inside, your stomach is tied in a painful knot of exhaustion and dread. This hidden pattern reveals a powerful psychological truth about the unique microgeneration called Xennials. Born on the cusp of an analog childhood and a rapidly expanding digital adulthood, you grew up right at the chaotic intersection of two completely different eras of history. You were uniquely forced to act as an emotional bridge between generations that misunderstood each other. When technology rapidly shifted, you became the automatic translator for the adults in your life. You learned very early that your safety depended directly on your ability to find answers. If a system or a relationship was failing, you were the designated fixer. This developmental pressure created a deeply ingrained, subconscious rule within your sensitive mind. You began to believe that your personal worth was entirely tied to your utility. If you're not actively fixing a problem, you feel completely useless and unsafe. Psychologists call this a profound trauma response known as hyper-vigilance and compulsive caretaking. You use your incredible problem-solving skills as an invisible shield against potential chaos and rejection. By keeping every single thing around you perfectly functional, you prevent yourself from feeling vulnerable. Your brilliant ability to fix is a beautifully disguised coping mechanism for hidden anxiety. Take a slow, deep breath and let that realization wash over you. Let us look closely at how this heavy armor functions in your daily life. Think of a close friend who constantly brings their messy romantic drama to your door. You do not just listen patiently. You spend hours actively mapping out their recovery. Consider the deep resentment that quietly builds when nobody offers to help you in return. You take on extra projects at work because you do not trust others to do them right. You measure your daily success by how many burning fires you successfully put out. The world treats you like a rock, completely forgetting that rocks can also crumble. Alternatively, this relentless fixing behavior might trigger an exhausting psychological phenomenon known as toxic independence. This is a very real emotional state where asking for help feels entirely impossible. You handle the broken pipe, the difficult family argument, and your own secret depression alone. You remember a childhood where adults were too distracted or overwhelmed to protect your peace. Your young brain realized that if you wanted something done, you had to do it yourself. So, you proactively locked away your own needs to avoid being a burden to anyone. Now, let us pause for a moment and reflect on your past relationships. Think about the times you fell deeply in love with someone who was completely broken. Remember the intense thrill of believing your pure devotion could finally heal their hidden wounds. You poured all your beautiful energy, time, and sanity into fixing their fractured life. But the more you tried to fix them, the more they quietly resented your intervention. You realized that you were acting more like an anxious parent than an equal partner. That was the painful moment your psychological blueprint was held up to the light. You realized you were trying to fix others to avoid fixing your own pain. But here is the profound twist you might not have fully recognized yet. Your compulsive need to fix everything is actually preventing you from experiencing true connection. When you automatically fix every problem, you rob other people of their own growth. You create a dynamic where people love you for what you do, not who you are. Your small circle is filled with people who need you, rather than people who know you. You are hiding your authentic, vulnerable self behind a massive wall of practical efficiency. You have mastered the art of rescuing everyone else while slowly drowning in silence. The world will always try to tell you that being a martyr is noble. They want you to believe that carrying the weight of the world makes you strong. They push the exhausting narrative that you must always be the adult in the room. But the most emotionally resilient people are those who know when to walk away. Your desire to step back and let things break is a sign of maturity. You have to learn the rare art of letting the chaos happen without your intervention. When you stop treating every crisis like your personal job, you finally find peace. You unlock the beautiful freedom to exist without constantly proving your worth to the world. The massive energy you use to waste fixing others is now preserved for your healing. You are building an authentic life that does not need a disaster to feel purposeful. You do not need to repair a broken world just to earn your right to breathe. Stop feeling guilty for letting others face the natural consequences of their own choices. Trust your boundaries, protect your precious mental space, and value your independent way of living. The right people will love you when you are completely empty-handed and beautifully still. Until then, remember that letting go of the control is the ultimate superpower of the truly healed.